Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching
Wherever you are.
Wherever you're watching this, welcome to the TD Market podcast episode number 11.
Bro, it's been, as they would say, a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And what's special about this one is we have a guest.
The Jag.
The Jaguar, we still have to ask him where the name is coming from, but
Yes.
you guys know Jaguar, the Almighty Jaguar. I mean, he's gonna tell us his past, where he's from, but across all social media platforms, the
Yes.
Almighty Jaguar on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and you just further just give us the information.
Bro, I love Jaguars, by the way. All right, Jag.
Wow.
I love Jaguars, by the way. I had a very interesting moment with a Jaguar in Hartbeespoort, actually.
Ooh,
They had a
that's
Jaguar
nice.
there. I'm telling you, they actually had a Jaguar there, a male one.
Wow.
And I was pacing in front of the actual cage, and this thing was following me. It's massive. So I know the kind of power.
Yo, listen, it was following you just like Jaguar follows the trades, trying to catch the trades.
Yeah.
He wanted to catch you.
Those things are massive, and the sound that comes from it. So,
Big,
Jag,
man.
what a
Big,
pleasure,
big,
brother.
big.
What a pleasure.
Honestly, what a pleasure. Welcome.
Yo, no man, thank you so much for having me today. For those who do not know me, I go by the name of the Almighty Jaguar, the Almighty JJ, the trader from the village is the only goat that is a Jaguar.
Oh.
Malume with Forex.
Oh.
Those who does Malume with Forex. I'm the uncle of Forex, man. I find it very interesting that I became an uncle at a very young age.
Sure.
But yeah, I am an uncle of Forex.
Malum, man.
Been on the space for quite some Malum. I've been on the space for quite some number of years now, and I'm grateful for you guys having me today. It's amazing, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, man, for being for availing yourself. I mean, we've been chatting about this interview since last week, but because of the FMAS, we couldn't really do it.
Yeah.
And we saw you at the FMAS there as well, my man.
Yeah.
I think let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's first start with, of course, so your name is Kwatemba, right?
Yes, it's Kwatemba Mthethwa. Kwatemba Mthethwa.
What does it mean, bro?
It's Kwatemba.
What does Kwatemba mean?
It has a very deep meaning. I asked my mom about it because when I was young, I used to never like it because of one reason. If you would know, there's not much of people who are called Kwatemba. So when my mom, I wanted to call myself Temba because there was this other guy who had so many cars next door. His name was Temba. So I was like, why did my mom call me Kwatemba? But then yes. So I had to ask her. So when I asked her, she told me that no, bruh, your story is very different. I called you Kwatemba, which means just because of hope. I didn't know what that means. It says Kwatemba just means just because of hope. You were the last hope because I'm the only child at home. She told me about the miscarriages that came before me, and then when I came over, she was like, just because of hope, I was able to have a child. Then I'll never have another child again. Just because of hope. It's Kwatemba. Just because of hope, it's just only gonna be you and no one else. So till today, I don't have siblings.
You know, Jag has that. Jag has that type of energy, T, where we can speak for hours. Like I can already feel it. Like if we had to really, we could go for like 3. Like I can already feel it. Like we can go for 4 or 5 hours with Jag, right?
Yeah, and that's the person he is. I mean, personally, I've been following him, I think since 2021, I think.
Okay.
And man,
amazing.
The personality, the character he has, my man.
Oh, man.
Someone just positive.
Hey, Jag, it's power, brother.
All the time. So I bring a lot of positivity, man. I'm a love lover. I'm a hater. So I just don't love anything that is against the positivity and the good energy. So that's just me. I'm all about positivity. I always have a smile in my face. Whenever you're gonna see me, I'm always having a smile. I smile through all the difficult moments, through blowing accounts, but you're gonna still see the smile on my face because that is what brings positivity upon my life.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, man. All right. So tell us a little bit more. So Jag, Kwatemba, Hope. You had a different story. Go a bit deeper for us because we've been known to go deep.
Yeah, sure. Maybe. So you from
Let's go deep.
Are you?
No, I'm okay. I'm from South Africa. Let me just start there. I'm from South Africa. So being from South Africa means I have access to stay wherever in the country.
Got you.
But I was born in Dundee. I was born in Dundee. That is 1997. I was born in Dundee on the 1st of March, 1997. That was
Oh,
me being
March.
born in Dundee.
Okay.
March 19.
Yeah, 1st of
Yeah.
March.
I'm
1st of
I'm
March, 19.
I'm
So a
31st of
Pisces
March.
as well. Oh, oh, okay. You're not
Hey
a
guys,
Pisces.
guys,
Okay.
Aries.
my son,
Yeah.
my son is March
Ah. When?
Oh, that's when.
18, 18th.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's march to the
Yeah.
union buildings. Let's
My
march.
man. Sure.
Okay, no. So I was born in Dundee, and then I stayed in Dundee for quite some time, and then from there I moved to Mutu because a lot of guys say I call myself the trader from the villages because that is where I'm from. I'm from Mutu. So I was born in Dundee, then I stayed my whole life in Mutu. So then Mutu, I attended a school called Isibuko Sabasha Primary School, and then after Isibuko Sabasha, I went to Mateba Secondary School. So the only thing that I liked so much when I was growing up was to play soccer. I saw myself as a guy who's gonna play soccer. I was just a good. I was playing number 9, so I was very
My
good. I was
man.
scoring goals. And then when I got to high school, that's when my parents were like, "No, bruh, you are too invested on soccer. You play so much soccer, you even miss school sometimes. So let's just get you to a debating society because
Mm,
at least there you can balance school together with what can get you your marks to be actually good, which is what can improve your English as well. Because at the time I'm from the villages, English is very difficult. Like it's very
Mm.
difficult to just be as fluent as now I think I am. But back in the days, it was very difficult. So my parents were like, no, man, instead of you playing soccer, because soccer, man, you see, soccer would come with girls, will come with being that guy at school that is
Sure.
always wanting to be seen, grabbing attention. So they were like, no, them to confidence, not doesn't build confidence, but you'll be able to present in front of other kids and grow your confidence. And actually, you are also going to be able to also hold leadership positions at school. So
Mm.
then, when I was in debating society, that's when I was able to be part of the SRC early. It's called the Learner Student Representative, I think. And then that's when now I started being going across the world, not across the world, across South Africa, because while I was in high school, like I was debating in Cape Town at the time, we had a competition in Cape Town,
mhm.
Bloemfontein. I would go to even UJ sometimes. See, I used to travel a lot while still in high school. So from there, that's when I was like, now I now no longer want to be a soccer player full time. I want to go study law when I
Mhm.
get to varsity because this whole thing of debating has made me to be that guy who's very competitive, who is always in front of people talking and so forth. So
Mm.
then that was me after matric, went straight to, okay, 2016, boom. I couldn't find a school because you remember that now I'm from the villages. I didn't even know how to even apply.
Mm.
Yeah.
So my mom is like, no, come to Joburg, and then I'm gonna take you to a couple of universities where you're now gonna be applying for the following year, not this year. So
True.
now this is 2015, I'm done with matric. 2016, I'm in a gap year. I'm going to UJ to apply. I'm going to Northwest University to apply. And fortunately, Northwest University, thank God, I'm grateful for them. They took me to go study BA law, which is what I wanted to study as well. So they told me BA law is going to be 3 years. Then after that, it's going to be 2 years for LLB. So then
Mm.
I took the 3 year. Okay, 2016 now, I'm in a gap year. I'm like, so what can I do? That's where now these pictures that has always been trending of me working in a construction company.
I
So that
saw
is
that.
me now, 2016, I'm working in a construction. Yeah, that is now me. 2016, I'm working in a construction company, and everyone is laughing at me. And I'm like, bruh, you were so smart in school. How do you
Construction
move
from
from from being I was part of the top 10, not always, but I was visiting the top
you
10
were
in
there.
school.
You were
And then
there.
now, yeah, I was there. I was amongst the kids in the top 10. Then how do you move from that into going to construction and looking like this, being a general worker when you're earning 2,300 a month? How do you do that?
Mm.
Like, bro, we expected a lot from you. I'm like, no, man, I've already applied. That time it's April, applications were opened, I've applied, boom. Luckily, April, May late, that's when I got accepted, but I'm already working in a construction company. Working there, boom, 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 boom. Those pictures trended, boom, 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 boom. The following year, that's when then I went to varsity. First year, second year, that's when I was introduced into Forex. That's when I was introduced into Forex by the Mabitela brothers, the FX Gold twins.
Yeah,
That's when I was
so the Northwestern University, I understand that there's a campus in Porch, in Mafikeng, and Val.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was in the Val campus. I was in the Val campus.
Val campus.
Yes,
All right. That's in Firnaching, right?
Yes.
100%.
That's in Vanderbilt Park. Vanderbilt Park. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
Vanderbilt
when
Park.
I did my BA. That's where I did my BA law degree, and then did it for 2017, 2018. I was supposed to, no, 2017, 18, 19. I was supposed to finish 2019. However, I had some modules back. That's when Forex was like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fire now.
catching fire now.
Catching fire.
Yeah, I was catching fire. It was catching fire, and that's when I was like, no, let me leave one module here, and I'm gonna do it the following year. Then the following year, in my I was now doing my final year. I think even now my degree is left with 4 modules. Even now,
I was about to ask you. I was Jack. I was about to actually ask, did you go back and finish? That was gonna be my follow-up question there. So you only have 4 left.
Actually, I only have 4 modules left because you know what happened? I could have finished again 2020 because I had those 4 modules 2020. That's where lockdown started hitting in. And I had to remember I'm still like the guy from the villages. I had to go back to the villages now. They told us to evacuate rest and then we have to go back to our houses. So when I went back to KZN, there the network is very bad, the resources are very limited because they told us that we're going to continue studying online. Other kids really did get their degrees, but it was just one of those things that, man, Nasdaq is selling. Let me sell Nasdaq. Let me forget about the rest.
Sure.
So that was the case. Yeah. So that is my upcoming. That is what happened.
So in the midst of so in the midst of the varsity and all that, you mentioned that you met these 2 individuals. Do you know them, Ash?
The goats,
the
FX goats. Yeah.
Those are the twins.
The twins, yeah.
Right. You met these guys, and then how was the relationship? Did you guys know one another before or on the first year, or you just met along the way?
You know what's crazy? What's fun is this story is very exciting. So what happened is so 2017 is my first year. It's 2017 their first year as well. 2018 is my second year. 2017 is my first year. I'm staying on campus.
Sure.
No, they're staying off campus at a rest called Longfellow. And then the following year is 2018. I go stay at Longfellow. I see these guys, but because you know that pride when you are guys, there was a girl I wanted of which they were dating, and I don't know which one of them was dating. Then I'm like, I'm not gonna speak to these guys. I'm not gonna speak to these guys.
Yeah.
So what happens is 2018, I go back on campus because on campus, I love staying on campus because it was more peaceful and the library was closer. I could like literally study all night in the library and still go back to my room and eat and go back. Remember, law is very challenging and very difficult. It needs you to be in front of your books all the time.
Sure.
So, and then that year, that's when on my side, I was watching Noah, I was watching all these guys taking signals. That's when I started perfecting my skill in trading. Mind you, we haven't met with the guys and spoke with like Forex, like you guys are Forex traders or what. We haven't met. Then on campus, start doing my thing, and they start seeing me buying pizza on a Tuesday. What's happening with this guy?
Sure.
So most of the guys are interested in what I'm doing. I'm like, no, man, I'm trading Forex. There's even a video of me where I was like, I'll never work for anyone. I'm now a Forex trader, whatever. Come join me, be part of me, because I just made 2,000 Rand when I was sleeping, which is true. I had made that 2,000 Rand when I was sleeping.
Sure.
So then most of the guys start spreading the word around that there's this guy on campus that is now trading, which was me. And then I hear there was an event at school. I go to a student, what is called? What? Where students gather and eat, whatever. Cafeteria. So I go to the student center. I'm chilling there. And then these guys on campus are like, no, bruh, we heard you saying you are the best, but there are these guys who are the best. I'm like, you're lying. There's no one better. And I'm like, there's no one better than me. I'm the best. They bring these 2 guys. And I'm looking at them. Hey, these guys are dripping. They already have, that time. I meet you for the first time. I can see you guys are already using iPhone 10s. You guys are having Timberlands. I'm like, hey, these guys are richer than me already. So I'm like, let me see your trading account. yo, they showed me 1,000 USD accounts. I'm like, at the time, I'm trading $100 plus, $100, $200. These guys are already on a 1,000 USD time. Remember, this time is it's 2019. These guys are already 2018 going to 19. These guys are already on their 1,000 USD. I'm like, if you can't beat them, join them. I asked these guys,
100%.
like, are you, bruh? Listen, man, I got an idea. You guys are just saying you are the traders, you're just trading in the house. You don't have an academy, don't have anything. I think we can do something. Me, I'm known on campus. Like, I'm that cloud guy. I'm known on campus. Let's host our first seminar on campus. They're like, bruh, us, we're shy people. We don't like to see. I'm like, no, don't worry. I'll hold everything. The only thing that you guys need to do is to be there and analyze. Me, I'll do introduction to Forex. And whenever it gets too technical, you guys are going to come in. That's where we hosted our first seminar, and that's where Everscope was founded.
The initiative, all right, the courage, and obviously just stepping out, because no one else was doing it at the time. And yeah, you
exactly. No one else was
listen.
doing it at the time. Then I was like, no, bar, let's do this. Because they had already had the name Everscope, but it was that thing that they only would do YouTube videos. That's it. No one knows who they are. They are those guys that are very shy. They used to be very shy, but now I left them like this. Now they are dope guys.
Do you have siblings? Do you have siblings? You know, tell us a little bit about that. You know, your siblings, brothers, sisters.
Unfortunately, I do not have any siblings because of the name, just because of hope.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the only child. I'm the only child, so I don't have siblings.
Sure.
But I have two beautiful daughters, and I'm expecting.
Beautiful.
Nice,
oh man,
nice,
come on, man.
nice.
Yes, the kids, man, the kids.
Yeah.
Brother, so just a quick question, just the last one on that. How does it feel to be an only child, or how did it feel?
Okay, I won't lie. Being an only child, I felt like everything is mine. Like I had that sense of everything belongs to me. So,
okay.
like, because I grew up with my grandmother, so I had that mindset that there's no one there. It's only me. Because every attention, I grew up getting the whole attention, like the whole attention to me. But then now, when I would meet up with other kids, I would have this thing of being too competitive and wanting to always shine and all that. So that's one thing that I didn't like about myself, of which I also sometimes I love being with people, but there's those hours where I have problems of like switching, like I want my space. So I have this thing of like believing that like everything, the world is yours, everything is yours, this chair is yours. I have that problem, but I learned to overcome it as I was growing up. I'm able to share now. I'm able to chill with people. I'm able to understand how does it feel like to have someone you love as your sister? Because I never ever knew that. I never knew the love of my brother, the love of my sister, to take care of someone younger than you as yours. So I'm learning that with my children as well. Like
That's
I'm learning
powerful.
that.
That's
to
actually
have
powerful,
that,
right?
this is my person.
So if we like use that then as a bridge, maybe like just to move into the present that you know, because now you need to, as an individual, you have students, you have friends that you've obviously met along the way. Some of them you actually call brothers. You know, I guess like me and T as well. We met here, and we are brothers now. So that is discovered on the journey, right?
Yes, true.
So like now, where you at in the present, right? Transitioning into now finding brothers, friends, and so forth, are you finding that you have expanded more? You are more sympathetic, you have more empathy and so forth towards the guys that are coming after you?
Yes. As well, I've done that. Like, from me being able to build the relationship I was able to build with the twins, which then after that it led to the other guys that came after us. Like Andile came right after we had established. Andile Goat, right?
Yeah, Mufokeng. Andile Mufokeng.
Is more, Mufokeng, yes. So he came after that. Then we had a very big team. So then from there, that's when I got to learn to socialize more with people. That's where I learned to share more. That's when I got to learn to see that, no, man, it's not always about you. Sometimes I must step back and let another person shine. That's when then I was able to open up even YouTube channels where I give free information. That's why I have like signals. I give information to people. I host seminars, giving back to people, because I understood that like this thing of taking in, it's gonna get full. Like for example, if you can take a bottle of water and always take in water, it's gonna get to a position whereby it's full. You
It's gonna
must take
overflow.
out. It's gonna overflow. You must take out a portion so that can be still having space to take more
Sure.
in. So
Exactly.
basically, that's how I got to discover life and learn that no man, you are not always important, man. You can die today, tomorrow morning the world's gonna move on. So
That's
they
true.
must only remember you with the good things that you have done.
That's powerful.
100%. And also now going into the present now. So right now, you know, we are done with varsity now, or you still have with 4 modules, but now you are a Forex trader now. You took that decision in your third year.
Third year.
Yes, in my third year. Because you remember I told you that BA law is 3 years, BA or BCom law is 3 years. Then when you do 3 years, you are left with 2 years of LLB. However, when you do LLB, it's 4 years. So I wanted to get those 2 degrees in 5 years.
I see.
However,
But Forex happened, mommy. You saw signals, and then
Hey,
that
I
took
saw
over.
possibility.
Possibility. I love that. I love the possibility. So now you decided to jump into Forex. At the time, of course, there were popular traders at the time. I can imagine in 2019, you mentioned Jason Noah was there, the FX Goals were there, and probably other people, you know. When I started, the people that were there at the time, it was your Andile and Mr. Cashflow. No, Cashflow. Yeah, was there Cashflow Ngobo and the guys from Durban at the time? It was around 2016.
I have to mention Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley was there.
Mtandeni as well. Do you guys know from Daily Mzansi FX? Mtandeni. All right, so he was before.
You know Sean Benjamin? Do you know
Sean Benjamin?
Sean Benjamin?
Yeah. You know, your Sunday exchanges, they were there. That's when I started, you know. And in my journey and my journey, I saw you guys coming up, you know, the FS Goals are coming up, Andile, you, Jaguar, and then you guys formed, like you said, a formidable team where it was just you in the VAL, you guys in the VAL, you know. Of course, you traveled. Now, right now, Forex trader now, right? What can you say some of the lessons to where you are right now, some of the lessons that you learned, you took, you know, what was that for you? And how did you navigate around those things?
Yo, I won't lie, it was very difficult. Like I don't want to mention certain things. You know, one thing that I think we did, of which it worked for us, we didn't know that actually there would be something called like broker deals and so forth. We didn't know anything about that. I remember first time when we were called up in Sentin, we went with the guys. That time we already having our cars. I was having a 7.5 GTI, Andile was having an A45, and then the twins were having C200, and then the other one was having the 7R. So we just like thinking that, man, everyone in the game, like there's never a broker deal. There's nothing called a broker deal. So we just go to Sentin. We hear these guys are speaking some other different language in Sentin. I'm not going to mention the name of the broker. We go there, they say, blah, 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 blah. We're like, hey, there's things like this. I'm like, us, we didn't know of any of that. And there was a lot of manipulations because they could tell that we did not know anything. So I've learned a lot. So as a beginner trader, I would say what made you pop up from the first place, sticking to it. Don't allow until you are well equipped and until you know what you're really doing. Because I've seen that there can be a lot of people who come to ruin whatever beautiful circle that you have and introduce some certain things that will actually make you guys not to be as cool as you are.
It's like a subculture.
So
you develop a culture, and then someone brings in a subculture, basically, and that creates that division that you refer.
Exactly.
Got you.
Yes. So and I won't lie, if it wasn't for that, FS Code would still be there even till today. But because of that third person that would always come, he would remember the story of the Garden of Eden. So certain thing like that. So it's the same story. If you know the story of the Garden of Eden, what happened, certain story like that.
Yeah.
Certain story like that. So
we love the depth. We love the depth.
I blame. Power. That's the things that I blame. But I'd say for anyone else starting, the people who start with, they will always know you and the kind of a person you are. Never switch on them because of deals. That's basically it.
Question on my side here, Jag.
So I've learned that on my side.
Does profits make a trader successful? The amount of profits that you make, does that define success as a trader? Because that's a lot of pressure. There's people, they have pressure on that.
Let me just start from here. Let me start from here before I answer the question. I think you're gonna understand it better if I start from here. I feel like a trader can be a very successful trader without even having Instagram. That's the first thing. A lot of other successful traders that I meet and that I hear from, because I have friends who are account managers, friends who are working for big brokers. They tell me there's this guy, bro, I just withdrew 1.2 million, and you're never gonna see a screenshot around Instagram about that. So I'd say there is a business side of Forex, and then there is a Forex side of being a Forex trader. If most of us would stick on just being Forex traders and not always trading to be seen and wanting to make a business out of it, I feel like we would have been having a lot of successful traders in South Africa. The reason is what? There won't be a need for stunting, because sometimes stunting takes from your pockets. You don't realize that you are actually getting 100,000. There are traders who make 100,000 a month, but actually spend 120,000 because now they want to prove a point of living this lifestyle that they are not even living, which is a fact. Not that you are not earning that money, you are. However, you are spending more so that you can get the attention of the people. Remember how you started. Remember what I said before. I said, remember how you started. Remembering how you started will help you to be this trader. So your question was, please repeat it again so that I can go and take it right now.
So does profits, or does the amount of profits you make define you as a successful trader?
Okay, fine. I don't think that they define you as a successful trader, but the consistency of you trading and making those profits defines you as a successful trader.
Got you. 100%. Listen, I agree with that 100% because not everybody has the same amount of capital, right? I mean, some people can have 1.2 bar, and then others have 1,000 rand, others have 100 rand, and so you're not going to make the same money as the next guy. Sure. It's impossible. Right?
And also there's I'm sorry, can I finish?
Yeah, go for it.
There's also something called a 90% rule. 90% rule talks about 90% of the traders lose their capital within the 90% of them depositing or trading with the broker. So if you can master the 90% rule, that's what makes you a successful trader. Money is going to come as a byproduct of you being consistent. If you are consistent every month, you grow your $1,000, you make it $1,200 in a month, the next month $1,500. You are growing, other than depositing 100,000, blowing it, depositing another one, making $1 million, blowing it. That doesn't define you as a Forex trader that is consistently making those profits. You're actually gambling in that process. So it needs you to actually know what you're doing and do it consistently and understand what the 90% rule is. If you can kill the 90% rule for the entire year, trust me, you're not going to be the same trader again, because you're going to be understanding proper risk management. You're going to be understanding how to manage your psychology, which involves your feelings, your emotions, and so forth. Never going to be putting that in your desk of trading. You're going to be trading like a real pro, like how banks do.
Sure. So there's a video I saw of you, my man. On that video, you said you want a certain car, right? And then something like you're not gonna sleep until you get that certain car. That certain car, the emblem is like a plus, a cross. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to mention brands. It has a 4-5.
I get it.
Yeah, and then fast forward, you got the car. Do you someone who believe in law of attraction or manifestation and those things?
I believe in the power of a tongue. I believe in the saying that says, "Speak to the universe. It shall come upon you." I believe in that a lot. When I took that video, I just took it knowing that I'm gonna go do my law degree. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna be a successful
that was
lawyer.
before law degree. So
that was before even Forex.
Yes,
was never part of the plan. Okay. So the plan was I'm gonna go do a law degree, and because that video, I only took that part. That video is very long. I still have it, very long. It talks about how am I planning to even get to having that car that I wanted. How am I planning to even have that house? Because I even mentioned the house that I want and where I want it. I'm very specific. So sometimes people have one problem. You say, God, can I please get a job?
Yeah.
You don't say, God, can I please have money? You are
Mm.
praying indirectly. It's more like saying, I like you to a girl instead of saying, I love you, I want to date
I
you, I want to
see.
marry you. You put it indirectly. How will God provide to you if you are praying in riddles? You're praying in circles. You must be direct with what you
Direct
want with
and
your prayers.
specific,
So
right?
that's
Specific.
and specific. That is what I did as well. I was direct and specific. I want this. I never said, oh God, hey, give me some job in the construction.
Sure.
That's the biggest
Yeah.
problem. So I was very specific. So it's very important to be specific as a person when you are praying or when you are manifesting. Be specific. And also, not that when you're manifesting, you must now go on the crowd and say, hey, I want this particular. No. I always use my phone. I
Sure.
would literally take a video of myself with my phone and look at it 6 months down the line. Like, what? I've
Sure.
done that, and I've even accomplished
Surreal.
even more than that. So that is how I do it. Even on my prayers, I'm very specific. Right now, I just prayed for something. It felt very crazy, but I prayed about it and said, God, I want this and this and this.
100%.
Sometime in future, I'll post about it. We're like, bruh.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, that's basically. So I believe in the power of a tongue.
Yeah. So now here right now in your journey, of course, to reaching where you are right now, did at some point lose friends? Because sometimes when we're in a journey, people might not understand what we're doing. Like you go tell your mom, your father, I want to trade Forex. Why is that? Because they are old school, they believe you must go to varsity, get a certificate degree. So now along the journey, when you are in this, want to pursue trading, did, people fall behind? Did people just, losing friends there and there?
I did lose a lot of friends, not just few of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
Especially that happened when I started being with the goats
Mm.
full time. Because now a lot of people really wanted to be their friends, but they couldn't. I don't know how it never happened. And I didn't come as friends. I came as a person who wants to do business with them. So
Who
that
wants
was a
to add
different story.
value, right?
Exactly, wants to add value rather
Contribute.
in contribute in terms of what they are actually already doing, what I'm already doing. This is what I'm doing. Probably it's like this. This is what they're doing. It's probably gonna
Done.
be like this.
Yes, sir.
So then it's done. So after that, I also had guys that I used to like trade with there and there and there, but they never believed in the whole thing. Because I remember there was Wi-Fi in our rest, and there was also Wi-Fi in the student center. So most of the guys would choose to go to the student center to go trade there. So me, because not that I didn't think that I'm a good trader, but I was always scared to trade in front of people to show people that I actually did this and this. Because what if it goes wrong? So I decided that no, bro, I'm not gonna be going to the student center to trade with you guys. I'm just gonna trade in my room and like try to keep it so simple because there's no pressure. There's not too many people telling me to buy, another one saying to sell. I trade what I see with my money. If I blow it, I blow it because it's my risk and appetite that I have at that time and moment. So I lost a lot of friends in that process that because others started saying, you think now you are better because now you
Exactly.
made $100. Now you think you are better because now you're able to buy pizza and Tuesday. No, bro, it doesn't work like that. Let's go to the students. I'm like, no, bro, it's too noisy there. I just want to be sober minded when I'm trading, when I'm executing my trades, because I feel like it involves a lot of emotions. I cannot act like it's not painful to lose $100 if it's my last $100. So I need to go through those emotions, of which I did lose a lot of friends. Even back at home, when I got there, it was no longer the same. It was just something like, brah, wait, now, wait, now, wait, now. But now I overcame that because now they could see that I've been consistently doing it. Whoever who wanted to join me, I gave them the platform to do that. But not as friends, but just as a student. If you need this, I'll help you get into it. If you don't continue doing it as consistently as I continued, it's the ball is in your court. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
Also, maybe if I can add a question there to the present there, Jag, with regards to the psychology, man, because people lose money and they don't understand that obviously because money is attached to value. Value comes from your dreams, comes from your goals, it comes from aspirations that you have for the future, right? But then on the other side, you're not supposed to trade with emotions. So So money or the candlesticks are printed because of people's aspirations. I mean, people are investing, want to go on holiday, education, vacation, etc., etc. We understand that, but you can't trade with your emotions because then you make a blunder. Maybe just talk a little bit about the psychology there for the guys that are coming up, the beginners, and how they can transition from a beginner to possibly bridge into an intermediary now, which then goes into advanced. But let's start it with the beginners, psychology, and how they transition into the intermediary.
You know, there's no one who can say they've perfected the psychology of trading because there's money involved, like you had mentioned before. No one can ever say, I'm the master now, like I do not have any problem. Every day you are facing different psychological tricks. Every day, right now, US states you can buy and sell at the same time. While you are flying, enjoying, probably having your best drink, thinking that you are floating in profits. It was the FOMC, you are floating in profits. At the same time, you look at gold, bruh, this thing has oversold. What had happened? So one thing that I've seen that has helped me. First thing first, rule number one, my rules. Rule number one is never deposit the amount of money you're not willing to lose. The reason is one. The reason is this: the moment you've deposited the money on the market or on the broker, it's no longer yours. That money is more like it's the money you've used to purchase something. Like right now, I cannot go purchase this phone and then still be attached to the money that I've purchased the phone with. So I must remove my emotion because now this is the money I'm willing to risk at the first thing. Secondly, I must remove my emotions because now it's no longer in my bank account. That means that money is already out. I'm willing to risk that money to make more. That's one other thing that has helped me a lot to master my emotion. The third thing that has helped me is always using proper risk management. Okay, there's something I was teaching my guys last week about leverage. I remember as a beginner trader coming into the forex space, people used to say, I would like, which leverage should I take? They used to say, take the biggest, 1:5,000 if it's available, 1:500 if it's available. I then sat down with myself and I'm like, no, man, it's not always the case. Why must I take the biggest leverage? When I'm taking the biggest leverage, it's more like I'm in a highway driving against the cars that are coming to me. Anything can happen in my account. I'm risking my account too much. How will I grow if I'm able to drive across the cars coming to me on the highway? I'm going to crash. The moment I add 4 trades on that account, it's already overly risked.
Yeah.
It can blow at any time. The reason why people blow accounts because they're not well taught about what a leverage is. So do this. Try putting the smallest leverage, not the smallest, but 1:50, 100, whatever. Yes, it's around those figures. And trade that account. Going to allow you to take one position.
Thank you very much. Jag is saying, and there's nothing wrong with that one position.
No. There's nothing wrong with taking one position.
You know, there's some deliverance that's actually needed for that because some people think you must have to win. They need barcodes. We remember Botswana.
Yeah.
We saw the barcodes there. We're like, my word.
My word. So even American traders, when you show them that, they're like, what's happening? Because they don't have that kind of leverage. They don't have that.
Yeah.
You are surprising them. They've only seen that in South Africa, actually. This thing of barcoding, it's not in any book. You can go check any books of forex. You can even check George Soros. He doesn't know anything about barcoding. It's something that came as a trend in South Africa, of which we have normalized it as traders. Decrease your leverage. That in that case, you're going to be able to trade for those 90 days I already talked about. In that case, you're going to be able to save up yourself from blowing accounts. You are blowing accounts because you want to take 15 trades at the same. How are you going to manage 15 trades at the same time?
Exactly. Brother, that's exactly, I mean, that is a powerful point.
Yeah, very powerful. Very powerful.
I've got 2 kids, one 12, one 2. And T, you know,
trust me, I know.
To manage those 2 already, and I still want more. You know? It's
already difficult. It's already hard. So people must, like I said, the biggest problem is basics. If you don't master the basics, you're never going to be able to master the advanced part. The basic starts from understanding what leverage is. Go to your Google and search what leverage is. The benefits of having the biggest leverage and the benefits of having the smallest. Look at this. The only benefit that you're having when you're having a biggest leverage is this. Let me make an example. It's more like me, I'm Jaguar. I'm earning 15. No, let me say 15. Let me say I'm earning 5,000 a month. And then I say with that 5,000, I can manage to have 10 girlfriends. And that 5,000 allows me to have 10 girlfriends.
That's a good way.
But now, yes, the moment I visit this one, I'm left with 3,000. The moment I visit this one, you see how easy for me to blow my money. That's the easiest example ever.
Respect. I love that.
So this is an easiest way to explain it. I'm Wetemba. I have 20 kids. I'm allowed with this 5,000 to get 20 kids, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be able to manage all these 20 kids.
Yeah.
Got you.
100%. So now on that point there, I was told, and this made sense from the early stages, that it's not the quantity of the trades you take, it's the quality of the trades you take. And a lot of beginners don't understand this. They're only looking for barcode because they believe that's the only way to make money. Yeah. So there's a gap in education in that sense there. Yeah.
Yes, there's a very huge gap. And also with my signal providers, with my signal takers, there's a time when I would get messages from them who say, we haven't received no signal today. I'm like, because there's no signal.
There's nothing. The market is flat.
Because there's nothing. There's nothing I can give a signal out of. And sometimes when I give 10 trades, they become heavy. I'm like, what if I give 10 trades and then they're all stop loss hits?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What if I give one trade and then it goes 300 pips?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the quality.
So it's the quality, not the quantity.
Yeah.
That's a problem about people. So they think the quantity, having million trades, will make them money. Nah, it's the quality of the trades that you take that's going to make you money.
Jag, question. Even although the guys are making money in SA, because let's be fair, there's some guys, they're milking it. Let's be fair.
Sure. A lot.
And they are propagating that. They actually advertising with the cars, with the perfumes, the parties, blah blah, right? All of that. But do you think we are actually behind?
Hey, we are behind. We are behind. You know why I'm saying we're behind? You cannot be saying for the past 5 years you were trading forex. You don't have any other establishment. I see forex as capital, money to start a business. You don't want to be facing screens until you are 19. So I've seen with a lot of guys, man, it's all popping bottles, all that. But when you like, bruh, what's your property portfolio? You're speaking a different language now. We all have cars and so forth, but at the end of the day, bruh, building some cottages in Alex will get you at least 16,000 a month. That's clean, bruh. You're gonna get that until you die, bro. So I feel like at the end of the day, we are behind because I'm looking at these guys, international guys, bro. Those guys really have establishments, bro.
They have establishments.
It's important that, man, you must have establishments. Instagram, bro, there's always gonna be a better post tomorrow morning, even seconds after you posted. So at the end of the day, I feel like the narrative, like I told you before, that you can really do the forex trading and be quiet and not make it a business that ends up taking more money for you than you need. There's certain guys who drive cars that are so expensive to maintain that they don't even need. But because they have to be seen pulling up with those cars, they must do that. So at the end of the day, I feel like at the end of the day, bruh, you know yourself. When you're in the bathroom doing that number 2, you know who I am in my stand.
Exactly. 100%, man, 100%. And also, before we go to the future, right, I'm sure you have questions.
Yeah.
So, there's always, especially when someone starts to trade, you open the market watch, there's a whole list of currency, even different asset classes, right?
Yeah.
So do you believe that it's important for a beginner while they're learning, getting a consistency, to focus on just a few pairs before adding on to the list?
Good question, bro.
This is a very good and a very interesting question. So for me, I started trading. When I started trading, I was just trading the major pairs only. So, and also with the major pairs, I'll check everything that is USD related, that has a USD as a base or a code. So when I did that, I saw that, man, I'm able to master if USD JPY is buying, I know XAUSD is selling.
Yeah.
If, for example, Euro USD is buying, I know GBP USD is also buying
Sure.
because now I understand the correlations. And now I've been trading this thing for the longest time. This thing of jumping around like a kangaroo or a frog will never help you or get you anywhere. So when you switching sides, that's why I like that about South African traders, because there's someone who calls themselves US30, someone VIX, someone called. It means that they're specific about what they're trading. And I also was listening to guys like Q Banks. There was a time he said he was trading gold for 6 months, just gold alone. So trading one thing or being with one thing for the longest time will help you know its behavior, how it moves, how crazy it becomes, the spreads, and the spread. I see the spread, but how volatile that thing is, and the times where you can get the fattest when out of it. So it helps you to know and master it even better. Bro, I can right now be jogging for 6 months. You're gonna see the results of me jogging for 6 months.
Exactly.
I can try to start trading Euro USD. I'll tell you even when I'm sleeping that this is what's happening right now. I know gold is selling right now. I'm expecting for buys on Wednesday. I know because I'm trading gold every day. When there is a setup that is available for me to trade, I know it's sold, oversold, but I'm still waiting for it to sell again before I can look for buying opportunities. So I know it. So when you are moving around, jumping around, you're never gonna find your niche. You're never gonna know what you're exactly doing. You're gonna be confused.
You know what you just said there, my man. There's a lot of beginners that they struggle with that.
Exactly that thing.
With it. Yeah, I mean, let's say they take gold and maybe USD JPY, and then it happens that for 2 weeks there's no trade,
nothing. Dry like the desert.
They might feel like high, but USD Swiss was moving. I missed out. That's how they think basically, and it's not like that.
And also, it's not just only that. It's also beginners have a problem of using 10 different strategies at the same time.
Strategy is another topic, man.
That's another. We have to come on for part two. For part two, because we'll talk strategies. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. So those are things that like traders get to struggling from, especially beginners, even advanced traders. Because I remember there was a time when we used to sell courses. We would have a course, and then we'd have the section of strategies, and we put them on the side. Then we say whoever who's interested on buying just only strategies, they can buy them separately on the side besides buying the whole course. And then we'd get a very dope prominent trader saying, "Bro, can I buy your strategy?" Like, bro, like for real now. So we'd get those particular individuals like, let me try out. It's good to try out different strategies, but it's not good to trade different strategies at the same time.
Jag, what is that thing about where someone is prominent, they experienced, when they say, okay, example, me and Jag, we are here now, right? And we've been trading, and we see T come up, and T's doing something magnificent. And here me and Jag say, T, we want to buy your strategy of, let's say you charged, example, 15,000 Rand, right? We say we're willing to pay that 15 to see what you're doing, T. Why is there a stigma behind, me wanting to learn from T and pay money for it? If I'm able to pay 15,000 Rand for a strategy, it means I have money, isn't it so? But then
definitely
out in the market, it's like, but you a trader, why must you buy someone else's strategy? Why is there the stigma with that? There's nothing wrong with adding value to you, so why do you think that there's a thing with that? I don't know.
Yeah, it happens on a daily. Like, I won't lie, that happens on a daily. There's something I must tell you about strategies. Strategies, they are more similar to robots as well. With the robots can work for a particular period of time and then they expire. That's why I always see these guys always upgrading robots and whatever. Because there's a certain, like, for example, you have your support, you have your resistance. I've made I've analyzed on a monthly time frame, and I saw that gold's gonna buy from my support straight up to my resistance. I just simply do a simple robot that's gonna check the movement between the two. And then after it has hit the resistance, that robot doesn't work no more.
Done.
There's nothing.
Robot doesn't work no more. So that's a problem with even people and their strategies. They don't wanna upgrade their strategies as they are trading, because sometimes a resistance, you can say this is a resistance, but sometimes it just moves that resistance and passes. One thing that people forget is that the market doesn't know that this is your resistance, this is your support.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's no market that knows that this is your resistance. If Jaguar puts that line, the market doesn't give a F that Jaguar put that line and said it's a resistance or it's a support. They don't know that. There's million other traders out there trading who probably didn't even put that line there.
Exactly.
That's the first problem that people always have and beginners always have, is to be entitled. Like, if I put this line, I'll definitely correct.
It has to. It will. And the word will there is operative. It's like, hey, please don't use the word will there. It's good.
No,
it could go there. It
could.
Could possibly.
The probability is probably 0.03 over 100.
Exactly. See? Exactly. So T, I mean, we have something special right at the end for the guys with Jag. He'll be doing something for you guys. But before we get to that point, I just want to maybe transition. Can we transition into the future?
Yeah, sure.
Right? With a question.
Yeah.
Question, Jag.
Yes.
What does the future trader look like? I think we touched a little bit on it, and I think you were spot on with, you used estate portfolios or property portfolios. You touched a little bit on it, but what does the future trader look like?
So my future.
Okay.
So my future is.
No, sorry. No, I mean in general, and I think let's use Africa as an example. Let's just be more specific. What does the future trader of Africa look like?
I mean, I'm looking to guys having more establishments. I'm looking to guys being understanding more about the back side of MetaTrader 4, the more like they understand the front side. I'm seeing more guys. See, I've seen a lot of guys opening brokers, which is good. It shows growth, that they are actually growing amongst the space. Now they're going to know the backside of MetaTrader 4. But I also see it as being too crowded now. I'm seeing guys trying to go into prop firms, which is good as well. I feel like right now the future is more people being able to diversify their income. When you get your income, know that I don't want to be 90 and trading Forex. I want to be probably on my 40s. I've already relaxed. I already have this and this and this bringing me money. Forex is still bringing me money because I can, but not that I'm trading because I have to. You understand? I have to trade because my bills are going to be looking into me like this. I want to see more, because right now it's very interesting. Do you know that in Africa, South Africa is dominating as the country with the most traders in the whole entire Africa?
Yeah, we're pushing,
Exactly, we are pushing volumes. The volume South Africa is pushing. That's why you see these events, these big events being hosted here in South Africa. That's why you see our South African traders being prominent in the events outside of South Africa.
Exactly.
We cannot talk Africa Forex without mentioning South Africa. I've seen now most of the guys from overseas, your Alex G's, they are coming to Africa. Not just Africa, but they're coming to South Africa specifically because they also see the potential of people making it. So I would say, as a beginner, when you are working, you can be either working at ShopRite, can be either working wherever you're working. Don't quit your job, because now if you quit your job because of Forex, where are you gonna get money to fund your account?
Exactly.
Because you're gonna still blow your accounts because you're a beginner, you don't know what you're doing. You can never deposit 200 rands and expect to withdraw 1 million from it. Not that it's impossible, but
it's unrealistic.
That's the word. It's unrealistic. That's the word. Yeah.
Yes. So those are things like that. So I'm seeing more dope traders coming out of the country. I'm seeing more guys putting good investments into the country. All I want people to know, all I want people to do, if you are coming as a trader, make sure you respect our industry. We've been called scammers without doing anything wrong to the public. Literally, we didn't do anything wrong. But the people using our accounts and then posting pictures of us just screenshotted and creating accounts, they are the ones who are scamming you. There's no guy who can go out publicly and say, I'm a trader, please come invest. There are guys who do it, but it's wrong. They can actually be banned from trading because they do not have the license.
Must have the licenses
that that allows you to do that.
Yes.
So that's not allowed. So whenever I see a person saying this 500 is going to be 5,000, why are they not doing that to themselves?
Yes.
Why don't you ask yourself, why are you not changing that 500 that you say you have? Because clearly you have that 500. Why are you not making it for yourself? Why are you not making it for your mom? Why are you not making it for your daddy? Why do you have to advertise on Instagram and saying you're making it for me? So if we can actually get rid of that and have people being more knowledgeable about the game, not the game, but Forex, trust me, the next 5 years, 10 years, will be the unstoppable thing in the whole South Africa. Like it's gonna be unstoppable. It's gonna be crazy.
And and to add another, and that's a very good question. How does a future trader looks like? You mentioned a lot of points. What came to mind is back in the days, there are a lot of trading concepts and strategies right now, right? But 5 years, 6 years ago, we didn't know what SMC is. There was probably no SMC ICT, these new things now.
Yes.
Thank you.
The most popular one was Elliott Wave Principles was popular.
Yeah.
So the future trader, they might come with something ridiculous.
Absolutely. Exactly. Totally different. Yeah. And then give birth to a new generation of traders that will look at us and be like, you guys are entry level. All right.
You guys were wasting time.
You guys are entry level. We've now developed something totally different. Example, that you attach to MT4 or MT5 that helps you do something totally different.
Yeah.
Because AI, look at ChatGPT as an example.
Yes.
It's
exactly.
insane. That's
exactly.
Insane.
Right now, there was a time last week I was searching on ChatGPT. I'm like, what's the price of gold? They're like, no, we cannot give the exact accurate price, but we can tell you more about gold and the history behind it. You can tell that now in that case, where the need for a student to go buy a course from someone, there's no need for that. If then there is AI who can answer all the questions that you can ask. But now it's not that much developed right now to give current prediction. There can be AI signals. Like, for example, we have a Red Bull, what is it? It's what? Fast pool. It's
Fast pool, yes. It's like a green. It has a green.
Yes,
green. Yes.
It gives AI signals, so it's able to give signals without any human invention. Say, buy this, buy this thing. So when you're having apps that are able to do that right now, that means if you are selling signals to people, you won't be needed sometime in 7 years. You won't be needed. So right now, the AI integrated with Forex and the fourth industrial, we're going to the fifth industrial revolution right now, because the AI is already the fourth industrial. We're going to the fifth.
Yeah. It's totally different. And at some point, we're gonna have to get you in here. We're gonna have to make this circle a little bit bigger, and we're gonna discuss these things, the AI, the different strategies, and go into a bit more detail with the future trader of Africa and how they merge with the rest of the developed nations, like Europe, like the West, like the East, because the guys in the East are crazy already, like in terms of how they're doing things and so forth, right?
Yeah.
T, I don't know if you want to move into our special thing there.
Can I say one more last thing before we go? So I wanna when you're talking about the guys from West Africa, guys from whatever, I wanna say something. If you are a trader, you're staying in South Africa, you're the most luckiest person ever. You know why I'm saying that? It's because we have 4 different trading sessions. We have the London, we have the New York, we have the Australian, we have the, I don't know, is it the Japanese? What is it? Asian.
Yeah, Sydney.
So when
Sydney, Tokyo,
Sydney, yes. So when we're staying in South Africa, you have the London session at 3:30. You have your New York and your London during the day.
Yes.
That means you have an advantage to take trades during the day. Americans must wake up at 3 a.m. in order to have that.
Exactly.
You have it in the silver platter. You have the most friendliest market conditions to trade at while you are woke.
Yeah.
So that's why you must grab this opportunity and make sure you are trading. Because I've seen when I was a beginner, my mentor or my online mentor used to say, "Yo, let's trade. Let's not sleep. Let's trade at 2:30 in the morning." Bruh, 2:30 in the morning, there's big spreads. The market is not moving. Is that equilibrium? There's no difference.
Yeah.
So how do I wake up and trade in the morning under those market conditions?
Very good point.
As a South African trader, you are blessed, you are lucky, you get to experience the market in your own time, which is during the day where you can literally enjoy the best of the volatility from the market.
And that's what my wife says, eh?
That's what I wanted to give to people.
That's what my wife says there, Jag.
Yes.
My wife says we must move.
Yes.
I say to her, sweetheart, we can't move because we are in Central with all the shops.
Exactly.
We have everything here, from Woolworths to Checkers to Pick and Pay. It's so it's right here. I wouldn't want to move right now, but she's like, we have
Yeah.
No, man. Let's enjoy it's very nice to be a South African. Let's enjoy it.
Sure.
Let's just continue trade. Let's grow the South African trading industry, make it to be like your Wall Street. Let's grow. Let's grow.
All right. And I think it's about that time now where Jaguar, you've got something for us.
Yeah, for all the viewers.
Yeah, man. For all the viewers at home, man, I'd like us to check on XAU US.
All right.
Let's go for it, my man.
All the gold diggers are on.
To analyze all the diggers, let's go. We no longer dig gold in the mines. We now dig it on our MetaTrader 4s and 5s.
In bed. We can even chill in bed and dig it.
There we go.
Yeah. We can dig it even in bed. Can
all right,
you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
It's about to come up.
There we go. Yeah, we can see it.
Oh, perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all again, and I hope each and every one of you is having an awesome time. Guys, when I analyze, the only thing that I firstly do, I always go to a bigger time frame. Time frame makes me understand the possible market movement. Where is the market going to be moving to? So right now, I'm at the weekly time frame. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing that, this is what has happened. Gold overbought, and right now it just wants to come test probably this position over here. So I'm just gonna start by drawing my playground. So I call this a playground because everything that was transpiring was happening within it. So I can have a playground in a weekly time frame, but it's not that much relevant to the current situation. I do not care how the leadership of Shaka Zulu was, the current leadership, but I'll try to zoom deep to the current leadership in order for me to know how the new behavior has been. That's why I'll go to more like daily time frame and see on a daily time frame. I can now see that we have a beautiful double top at the top, which led us into us selling that sell, which people now think gold is oversold, but it has been oversold when you compare it with what was happening from the left-hand side going to the right-hand side. So you can tell that, no, this is just a minor correction, which is very much important. At the same time, I'm looking at it, how long can it sell? How low can it go? How low can it go? This is very much exciting. So I'm now going to start establishing my playground from the recent leadership. I'll say this is the recent leadership. Now, I cannot judge the ANC based on what Ora Tambo was doing. I'll judge it now based on what the current leadership is doing. So I can see on the daily time frame, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll put my support at 1.614, and I'll have my stance there. Let me just move. Okay, have my resistance there at 2.4456. So that's my support. That's my resistance. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, I've established that we are still within 2.45. So that means we're still going to go. But if we cross above 2.45 and test that position, we're looking for continuations to the further up. So this is what I'm having at the back of my office, at the back of my head. I'm having this establishment. That's why I said I want to go to a daily time frame so that I can see and have a playground and know what is it that I'm doing. So from that, I now look for current data. We must not forget, there is a student of mine who was like, I'm like, you can, but at the same time, that data, you'll have to wait the whole day, 24 hours, in order to see the movement of the single candle. That means you're probably looking for your take profit in the next 2 weeks, probably. So it's very much nice to take you can swing trade can do that. But man, taking trades on an hour, on 4 hours, probably 1 hour and 30 minutes plus, that's good. That's also good because now you can actually be taking a trade on a daily time frame that you are taking a retest that you won't even see. You probably are saying it's a buy and it's a retest of a buy first before it can actually buy. So I'm saying this is my resistance, that's my support. And then now I'm gonna start introducing again my horizontal lines. I'm still introducing them. I'm looking at this. I'll introduce my horizontal lines here, introduce them there, introduce them here as well. My horizontal lines, they act as resistance and support at the same time. So then from there, I'll introduce what we call my diagonal supporting trend line and my diagonal resisting trend line. So this is my diagonal supporting trend line, which is at the support point. It's diagonal, as you can see, it's moving like this. And then I'm gonna clone it and see the twin brother or the twin sister, which is the other side. And then from there, I think we are getting to see what's currently happening now on the 4 hour time frame. But still, I'm still seeing that two double top formation as the key point. But at the same time, I'm looking at this. I also introduced what we call the trend that is within the trends. In trends, they always help me know what is it that is actually taking place within the major trend line. As you can see, let me try to change the colors of this to make it easier for everyone to see. Just put this. Put this guy over here. Perfect. So, and then I introduce this guy over here, rectangle. So as you can see, last week we had our bearish structure. We were being very bullish. I mean, we're being very bullish. Then we broke here, and then that's where we started to want to come to the previous. I would say it was a support structure. So right now, in the whole structure, we still haven't broken below here. Disclaimer: this is not a me being a financial institution teaching people on what to do with their monies, but it's an indication of what might actually transpire or happen. So I have two ideas here, two trading ideas. If we break below this line, we are able to continue selling. But if we do not break above, I'll be expecting us to go back to the resistance level, main resistance level, which is at its highest high. Then from there, if we don't break below here, above here and test, we're expecting, if we break above here and test, we're expecting buys like I had said before. But if we don't, we're going to be expecting sales moving to the side. I think that's it.
My man. Yeah.
I think you guys were able to see it.
Yeah.
You guys were able to see it.
Exactly.
So yeah, it was yes. straightforward.
Straightforward,
using multiple time frames, multi-time frames.
Yeah.
Explaining the process and the thought process.
Yes.
Anticipating this and that. Yeah. So gold. Gold is your favorite.
So I'm just showing people. Gold is my favorite pair to trade. It's very volatile, but not as volatile as the other your indices. But one thing I like about gold, the disclaimers I'll give about people who want to pursue a career trading gold is that you must be friends with the DXY. If your DXY is very strong, you must expect the sales from gold. If the DXY is very weak, you must expect investors to take their money and invest it in gold, because most of the time gold will never drop more than it should most of the time. So whenever there's a problem in the US, the investors just take their money and invest it within gold. So right now, look at this. Right now, we have your DXY, it's preparing buys. That's why I can say now we are gonna be seeing gold sales continuing like last week. Because now when DXY is weak, gold is strong. When gold is strong, DXY is weak. Right now, there we go. As you can see right now, if this can move like this, let me try to show you. Where is it? This can break here and start buying. We're gonna see gold also selling very hard if this can happen. If this can be established, we can see gold selling very hard. Let me see. Let me try to say there it is.
Sure.
So as you can see, it's not the same. It's not the same. So you see, it's inversely proportional. As you can see, it's inversely proportional. When the other one is buying, the other one is selling. When the other one is selling, the other one is buying.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if it breaks,
so thank you so much.
And if it breaks
yes.
that specific structure that you have there with that rectangle, it's obviously the inverse.
This is gonna go down.
Exactly.
Yes, this one's gonna go down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what I wanted to share with people. Let me know.
All right. Yeah, man. I think.
Stop sharing.
All right. I think. Thank you very much for that, man. I think the guys will be very, very happy. But, my man, from my side, thank you so much for this time that you have. I mean, you could have been trading, of course.
Yeah.
But you chose to spend it with us. We were looking forward. We saw you at the FMAS. Did you enjoy the FMAS?
So the FMAS, basically what I wanted to do, the reason why I decided to attend, I wanted to see, man, who are we investing our money to?
Sure.
And how is it being held? Am I investing it with the right person? Do they have the proper documents? Luckily, I went to TDM Stoll. I went there, man.
Come on,
everything
Jack.
I needed to. Yeah. They
Come
told
on,
me
Jack.
everything I needed to know. So I can be proud to say TDM is the best in Africa. Everyone must trade using TDM. I compared them with a lot of other brokers that attended the FMAS. Bruh, TDM is the best. TDM is the greatest. I enjoyed. I got to meet up with the CEO. Who does that? I met up with the CEO of TDM. I'm very excited. He told me about the new plans that are coming. MetaTrader 5 is going to be launching soon, so don't worry. These are the good news I have. So, man, good spreads, good support, good trading conditions, no off codes, just a smooth platform that you're going to get to trade with. So, I'd recommend each and every one of you to go to their website and get your account and fund it. There's also copy trading available with TDM, so everything is just there. It's an all-in-one broker. It's an all-in-one broker.
Man,
so I had a good time. I had a good time.
Yeah.
You literally took the question. You already answered me. I was gonna ask, give me 2 or 3 great things about TD, and you said it, man.
A lot. Yeah. So
I said it all at the same time, man.
Yeah. All right. And my man, I think from my side, I'm happy. I'm happy about this. This episode. Yeah.
Jag, from me, brother. Absolute privilege. Thank you very much for availing yourself. And we have to have a part 2. We must make the circle bigger.
Yeah, we're hoping with the part 2. We were looking forward to having you in the office.
For real, man. We were.
Yeah. I wanted to come, but I missed my flights. So I couldn't come at this perfect time that I expected. I had problems. And then when I got to the airport again, there was other things I needed to attend to.
Sure.
But now I'm gonna make sure that the part 2, I'm gonna be exactly there.
Then we push it. We push it, my brother, nah?
All right. Yeah.
And we push it hard. Yes.
To all the viewers, once again, thanks for tuning in to the TD Markets Academy podcast. Myself and my brother Makaudi. It's now Makaudi.
Back home, people are calling me by my surname. So,
they're calling you. No, we transferring that same thing here.
Sure. and just before we close off there, where can people find you? Where can people follow you?
If people are looking for me, you can check on YouTube. It's at the Almighty Jaguar. That's YouTube. And then on Instagram, it's at DA_Almighty_J, which is JAY. And then from there, they have me all over.
right.
On Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's at Jaguar FX Gold. So they're gonna get the page. There is another page impersonating to be me, but that's not mine. You're gonna see mine. Mine is never gonna tell you about investments. I don't offer that. I only sell signals. I also do not give forex education with any money. I give it for free. You can check on my YouTube. You can check anywhere where I teach. Like I just analyzed for you guys right now.
Sure.
For free. For
100%. 100%. Yeah.
All right. I think we're cool. We're good to go. Thanks so much again, Jag. Absolute pleasure, brother.
Amen. Thank you so much, brother. Until next time.
Until next time, my man.
Signing out.
Sharp.
Sure.